Welcome to SoundBite, a low-carb, high-protein, bite-sized portion of that which makes America.
Your hosts for this morsel of Americana are Christy and I
and Laura Bynum.
Our first course will be, what else? The Constitution of the United States. This segment is going to be an out-and-out history lesson.
The 11th Amendment, the first to be passed after the signing of the Constitution with its built-in Bill of Rights, our first 10 amendments, was ratified in 1789. It expands the power of both the state and federal governments by protecting them from lawsuits, specifically by members of foreign countries or persons from other states.
The 12th Amendment, added in 1804, was added as a result of the election of 1800, in which Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr each received an equal number of electoral votes. Back then, our voting process was drastically different. The president and vice president were those two candidates who received the most votes, in that order. The tied vote of 1800 set the stage for separating these candidates into two categories. A lesser-known fact is that this amendment also stipulated that in the event of a tie for the office of vice president, the Senate gets to choose the winner, something that's only been enacted once since the 1836 election. Incidentally, the presidential winner of the 1800 election was Thomas Jefferson, our third president.
The 13th Amendment wasn't passed for over 50 years and came about as a result of the Civil War. In 1865, the 13th Amendment was ratified, primarily serving to abolish slavery and provide former slaves equal rights and those protections afforded the American citizen. The 13th Amendment was passed in 1865, and then 3 years later, the 14th Amendment was passed. And do you have any idea who that provided rights to make sure that all United States citizens were treated equally? And I'll give you another hint. It has to do with Statue of Liberty. I'll give you another hint, Ellis Island.
I don't know. Thank you.
Does that mean foreign-born citizens? Is that what that means?
Foreign-born citizens.
Very good, lovely. 3 years later, in 1868, the 14th Amendment was passed, giving all foreign-born and naturalized citizens the same rights as those born on American soil. This amendment's Equal Protection Clause says that no state can deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of laws, and has been used to strengthen the cases for equality made by other groups of American citizens who are not yet enjoying completely free and equal rights.
The 15th Amendment was approved in 1870 and stopped state and federal governments from denying a citizen to vote based on race, skin color, or having been a former slave. Notice women were not yet provided this right. The 16th Amendment was ratified in 1913 and allowed for the taxation of income.
The 17th Amendment concerned the electoral system. Prior to this amendment, state legislatures elected the state's 2 United States senators. This amendment put their representation of Senate authority directly in the hands of the voters. The 18th Amendment, passed in 1919, outlawed the production, sale, or transportation of alcohol. Having been a shining example of what happens when one group's morality is allowed to become law, it is the only amendment that has ever been repealed. For 14 years, speakeasies proliferated, providing people liquor brought in from Canada and other foreign countries.
While the 21st Amendment opened the door for the people's choice to either consume or abstain from alcohol consumption based on their own authority, it did allow states to make their own laws regarding the manufacturing, sale, and transportation of liquor. This is why in Illinois you can't buy liquor before noon on Sundays, and in Indiana on a Sunday you can't buy liquor at all.
According to the Complete Idiot's Guide to American Government, quote, even the White House broke the rules during the 18th Amendment. During the Harding administration, known for its many social gatherings, liquor was available in the White House library. Next week, we're taking the 19th Amendment out for a long, leisurely drive, and we'll be focusing on a topic very near and dear to our own hearts, women's rights. In the meantime, we leave you with a little something to cleanse your palate. Why do you think it's important that people should be able to make up their own minds about what they want to do in this country?
Because if we lived in a world that we would have to be able to do every single thing people told us to, what fun would life be?
SoundBite was written and produced by Christy and I and Laura Bynum. Music by Kevin Elliott.